All right, here we are, folks. It's SIMI Magic, hosted by Raven and MIGZ, of course, with our featured guest for March 22nd in our close-up room with John Guastaferro. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Hey, John, how's it going?
Fantastic. It's good to have you back. Now, John, for our long-term people that have been with us for a few years, they've seen you on our stage before, and you did an amazing job. But we are super excited to have you back in our close-up gallery, so to speak. So quick question for you. What should we expect as far as the close-up this time? What are we looking at?
Well, first of all, I love close-up magic, so I welcome this opportunity to go from the stage to the close-up room where people can experience magic right under their noses. Pretty much magic right out of my Magic Castle close-up act, but even more because we're going to do a longer show than I typically do. I gravitate toward card magic. I've always loved cards, but I look at it more than just 52 pieces of paper. This is our vehicle to transport ourselves, to take a little vacation from reality. There's a lot of fun moments, some classic magic moments, certainly surprising moments, and then maybe a few non-card surprises as well. So it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, good. It's good to keep us guessing too, and always have some surprises. Now, you performed for us from the stage before, and we were supposed to have this interview before, but this and that happens, and now this is the first time we're having you interviewed. So, just to get to know you a little more, for those who haven't seen you, how did you get started in magic?
Yeah.
So it's about 7 years old. So back then, that was before the David Copperfield specials were on TV. When I was 7, it was a Doug Henning on TV. If anybody would know who he is.
Mark Wilson.
Whimsical magician on stage. I just gravitated. But there's a moment where I was watching the stage magic, which was great. It was fun to watch. But then they did something very pure. He just made a nickel disappear, and I was glued to the TV. I couldn't believe it. There's something so pure about a simple object in his hand, and I knew at that moment that I gravitated to something close up because it was intimate, it was close, I could experience it at the TV screen, and there's really no explanation. There's no trap doors in your hand. So from that point on, I was just so curious. It was just my mom and I growing up, so I didn't really have any siblings or a dad around. So I think because of that, I was just always gravitated toward all creative pursuits, and music and art and magic also being one of them. So I begged my mom to take me to the closest magic shop I could find. It was more of a gags and costume, maybe the few tricks as well. So, but it was just enough to get me going. And then my mom worked in LA, so I would go through the Hollywood magic catalog and say, "Can you get me these things?"
Yeah.
Oh wow!
But our fellow magician, a good friend Joshua J, said at one point, there's many times where, because a lot of kids love magic, right? But there's a point where some of us go from being hobbyists to become students of magic, and then I started buying books, and I think that's when things turned, and I started reading, as we know, but maybe the layouts, the Royal Road to Card Magic, and other
that was one of my first
magic, and then modern coin magic as well. But I think reading books really opened my eyes to what's possible, because I could see it on the page, but then I could kind of elevate it myself. But anyway, for that, it started at 7. It started off buying a few tricks here and there, but books is really what catapulted me. This is all before YouTube and everything. So, yeah.
Right.
Well, you had no choice.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's true.
Yeah. You're one of our favorites, John. Now, if I could just say something, personal favorites, MIGZ and I have always loved your close-up magic. And to be able to have you here locally at SIMI Magic, I got to tell anybody that's listening tonight, if you're looking for someone that does extraordinary close-up magic, this is the guy. I mean, it doesn't get any better. We're taking you right to the Magic Castle, and we're bringing it right here in town. So, I mean, John, we couldn't be more excited. I mean, every time you're at the castle, I know MIGZ and I, we always come to see you. So we're thrilled to be able to bring you here in Simi Valley. So I just go ahead, MIGZ. I know you have another question from.
No. I was just gonna say, talking about your origin in magic, because you started off saying, when you were 7 years old, but I mean, geez, since then, I mean, you're a man of many talents. I mean, along with being a magician, you're also a musician, a guitarist, which we heard your guitar music when you did the stage for us. Beautiful. You're a traditional artist with a pen, marker, whatever we put in your hand, a peanut. A magic author, a magic creator, a marketing expert. And that's just what I know about you. So, what is a cool fact about you that we may not know about?
Is there anything left?
Right. Is there anything like I can't dance with it, damn it. That
Really?
but the things you mentioned
Really?
are things that
Wow.
I've always loved, and they're all centered around art in all its forms. But still, all of those things I do outside of my day job. I channel my powers for the greater good, and I work in philanthropy. So for about 20 plus years, I've worked for nonprofits. I've led community foundations, and I currently lead the corporate foundation for both Hyundai and Genesis, and this nationwide impact. And to me, all the things I do, I just like, how can I channel it to just shift the world a little bit better, add some more wonder to the world, either through magic or, in the case of philanthropy, improving people's lives. And what's really cool is that the Genesis Inspiration Foundation is focused on the arts. It connects youth to the arts, which it's personally meaningful to me as well as professionally. And then on the Hyundai side, it has a very life-changing cause, life-saving cause. Really, we're celebrating our 25th year of helping kids fight cancer, and we're making a difference. So that's what leads me every day. But everything you mentioned, while it seems like a long list or even a mishmash of stuff, art, music, philanthropy, but they're all centered around one goal, and that's to connect people to the extraordinary. And that's what guides me every day. And that's what I'm going to do when I perform Close Up Magic at Simi Valley. So
that's right. And that's March 22nd. I hope you're hearing all this, folks. You're in for a real treat. March 22nd, tickets are on sale now. We have 2 shows, limited to 19 seats per seating. We've already have the first show is halfway sold out. We do have tickets available for both shows at ravenandmigs.com. We'll drop a link down here. And if you have any questions, you can always email us. And I got to tell you, get your tickets now. This is going to be a show you will not forget. John, we thank you so much for this time today and giving us a chance to let everybody know about you. We know you're fantastic. Now we're going to spread it over to Simi Valley and let them know as well.
It's all right in front of our noses. So, get your tickets now. I look forward to seeing you there. And thank you guys for making this possible.
Oh, we're so excited. Now, on behalf of my partner, MIGZ, and John Guastaferro, we want to thank you all for giving a listen to this. And we'll see you all at Simi Magic. Thanks.